It's a law. There we go.
Well, today, Governor Walz signed a bill that requires utility companies provide 100% carbon-free electricity by 2040, with the goal of lowering greenhouse gas emissions and creating jobs along the way. It's a tall order, and a big part of it involves creating alternative energy facilities where fossil fuel plants have been retired.
But it is not that easy. Gordon Severson spoke with experts today to see what needs to happen in the coming years to reach that goal. Gordon?
Yeah, the move to 100% carbon-free energy may seem like a lofty goal, considering that currently nearly half of the state's energy is coming from coal and natural gas. That's a lot of power that needs to switch over to renewable sources. Experts say that's why it could take 17 years or so to reach that goal. According to the Minnesota Public Utilities Commission, 29% of Minnesota's energy comes from renewable sources like wind and solar, 21% from natural gas, 27% coal, and 24% nuclear.
The law treats nuclear as a carbon-free resource.
Executive Secretary Will Seufert says under current state law, the state's 2 nuclear power plants will continue to produce power, but the law won't allow for any new power plants. So that 24% number for nuclear might not change over the next 17 years. That means the 48% hole left over from phasing out coal and natural gas will likely be filled by
A lot more solar, wind, as well as storage.
I think we've got to figure out the energy storage in the winter. That's the major problem.
Dr. John Abraham at the University of St. Thomas says storage will be an issue because wind and solar production aren't as reliable as coal and natural gas.
You generate energy when the wind's blowing or the sun is shining, and you need to have systems in place to provide energy when those two things aren't happening.
Abraham says the electrical grid will also need to be updated to meet these changes in energy production, along with the workforce that will need some additional training.
All in all, it's a net gain, but there are some things that have to be worked out.
The Minnesota Republican Party had some strong words against this new law, calling it the blackout bill. The party says they support clean energy, but these new requirements will put Minnesota on the path to rolling blackouts and energy uncertainty.
Yeah, there's the cost of it too that I know a lot of people are concerned about.